Remember how Linus used to sit in the big pumpkin patch and wait for the great pumpkin to come along?
Great pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Well, sans the security blanket, Melissa Shriver is outside this morning in the pumpkin patch doing the same thing. Any luck yet, Melissa?
No luck yet, but I'll tell you what, I am right in the middle of a pumpkin patch here at Mill Creek Farms just outside of Quincy. And we're seeing everything from all of these pumpkins you see here behind me to fall squash, fall gourds, all sorts of things that are autumn out here at Mill Creek Farms. But we're not having a little bit of trouble with the great pumpkin. A lot of people are seeing pumpkins more like this one out and about as you head into farms all across the area. And there's a special reason why we're not seeing any great pumpkins this year. I'll tell you more about that coming up.
All right. Thanks, Melissa.
Melissa Shriver is out and about at the pumpkin patches here at Mill Creek Farms. Good morning, Melissa.
Good morning. Now, we always think of pumpkins as being decorations, the jack-o'-lanterns, the painted pumpkins. But inside of each one of these pumpkins is a gold mine as far as nutrition goes. I'm joined by Mike Roegge. She is one of the co-owners here at Mill Creek Farms. She's going to tell us, you know, you always hear in history class about how the Native Americans used every part of a buffalo, whether it was the skin. She can use every part of this pumpkin in some way. Tell us a little bit about what we can expect.
Okay. Well, when the kids come out here for the tours, we always talk about the different parts of the pumpkins and how they're able to be used. At any rate, with the pulp of the pumpkins, that holds onto the seeds, and those seeds can end up, you can bake them and put salt or sugar or cinnamon on them and make them a delicious, nutritious treat.
They are nutritious, and they're very, very easy. You just peel them out, dry them, and put them in the oven, correct?
Pretty much. You wash them off, and then you coat it with whatever you'd like. So, yeah. And with the pulp, we basically use that for the ooh factor, you know, for sensory items, you know. Kids got to get that. And with the meat of the pumpkin, with this, we usually think of the pumpkin as going for sweet treats, such as into your pies, into your cookies, your donuts, things like that. But other interesting things to do with this is to actually turn the, make pumpkin nochi, which is kind of like a mashed potato consistency. And you can also cut this out like you would normally a jack-o'-lantern and put in some soup. You can turn some of the meat into some soup items. So
you talked about actually baking the pumpkin in its shell, and then you can actually carve it all out and serve the soup inside of its shell. It sounds very cool.
It is. And if parents do this with their kids, it's even more fun, and you know, you create more memories.
Well, you never really think that a stem would be used for anything, but I hear that over the weekend, a baby that came out to Mill Creek Farms used this as a pacifier.
Absolutely. Actually, as a teething tool. So, you know, it's not the most sanitary, but you know what? It does come from nature, and it's all good. So.
Well, we're learning all sorts of things about the secrets of these wonderful orange vegetables. I didn't realize they could be used for so many different things. One thing that we do want to point out is later this morning we're going to have a list of recipes on our website at connecttristates.com on ways that you can use pumpkins that you find around the tri-states at grocery stores for your own nutritious treats. Again, these little guys have beta-carotene, all sorts of vitamins and minerals, something to put on your table, especially this autumn.
Now, I have a question. With the pumpkin seeds, do you actually eat the seeds, or do you just like suck on them and then spit them out like a sunflower seed?
You take the seeds out, as I understand it, correct? And you clean the seeds off, and then you lay them on a baking sheet?
On a baking sheet, and then you add either your a lot of people use either garlic or just salt and use it like a regular nut, or you can actually turn it into a little bit sweeter by using sugar and cinnamon.
Huh.
It's one of those things that they're very nutritious, and I've had them for snacks before. Delicious, and they fill you up. They're full of all sorts of vitamins and minerals.